Alrighty, we're about to embark on day one of the Gorilla outing with monkeybars Playset construction project, and review the manual and just lining up all the equipment here needed. I just want to make sure you've got everything up front. Got the machete here in case I gotta take any vegetation out of the way to allow space for this. I've got full socket set, including regular, metric and standard, and deep sockets as well. You only need a few sizes. I'm bringing the whole set. Got the drill, either battery operated, this one's got 3 batteries, or electric is fine. A shovel is recommended in case any ground clearing needs to be done, and leveling. I got a pick, a hammer, definitely a level. You want to make sure your project is level. Here we've got full index of drill bits in different sizes, work gloves. Got actually a post level here. Got some note cards and a marker here. I figure it might be helpful to lay out and label all of the hardware so it's easy to see and determine what needs to be picked up next as we proceed through the instructions. Pencil, T-square, tape measure. This is a small tape measure. Got a larger tape at the site. Plenty of beverages and a change of clothes and rags. It's going to be a hot, sunny day here in South Florida. Sunscreen probably is recommended as well. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and load up the car and head over to the site. Alright, here we are at the site where the actual entire playset was delivered just a couple days ago on a looks like a couple of pallets or a long pallet. Everything's shrink wrapped and it looks like it's all boxed up. So we're assuming that the entire playset is all included here. So the objective is here to break everything down and then transport the individual boxes into the back of the yard, the back of the house where the project is going to go in. Then it's a matter of identifying everything, laying it out for ease of the actual beginning of the assembly process. Alright, here we are at the actual site where the playset is going to be assembled. Fortunately got a nice big yard and a nice bright sunny Florida day. We're figuring on setting the playset this way, perpendicular to the slab here. The swings will be swinging this way, and that's the whole idea here, so it doesn't obstruct the view of the yard and it's still close enough for grandparents and whatever to watch the little guy. So what we're doing here is we've brought all the lumber here in the back, all the plastic parts. We got little Bubba, little supervisor. He's coming out. The slide. Oh boy, is this little guy excited. We got all the plastic parts, the chains, the swings. And now what we've done is set all the wood is all stamped with a code number that's referred to in the manual. So at the end of each plank is the actual stamp number. So we're trying to situate all those, so these as well, so they'll be easy to identify during the course of the construction. We're also looking at all the hardware and we're labeling each bag with a marker and a note card, so it'll be easy to identify how many of each and what we need. And here's a little supervisor. He doesn't know why he can't be out here. He's going to be so excited, this little guy, but we don't want him to fall or get hurt with all the lumber, all the planks, and all the hardware out here. Alright, already starting the assembly of the structure here. It's pretty helpful having laid out the planks as well as labeling all the hardware. The instructions are a little confusing because it seems like they're separated, pre-sorted sets of hardware that are duplicated in different plastic bags. But nonetheless, we're referring to the manual, identifying the parts, labeling them, and that's very helpful in the beginning of the assembly of this project. Alright, still at it here. Clearly the system of labeling, everything is helping immensely here. Everything's getting labeled, and here's the product and progress so far. This is in a temporary space. It's not in its final space. We're just building it in the middle here, and then we're going to go ahead and move it before too much has been added on.
La lengua cae aquí. Ajá. Y entonces todo el resto. Y la escalerita. Y todo el resto va aquí desde esto que
All right, here it is, Sunday, late morning. Day 2 of the project. Made very modest productivity yesterday. Again, it's not a race. Just enjoying, the work, getting it done. Little guy already had some fun, and you can see we actually moved to the location of where we feel this is best suited, based upon the layout of the yard. We initially thought we wanted to have it here, kind of perpendicular, so there's visibility from inside the house. Again, we were concerned about some obstruction by, some of the vegetation. Didn't want to necessarily have to remove anything, and of course had to allow space for the swinging motion of the swings. So we've moved it over here. Again, this is just a temporary arrangement here until we're absolutely certain. Now, of course, as it gets built up, it gets heavier, a little bit more difficult to move, so the plan is not to move it around too much. Got the rock wall installed yesterday, so that's looking good here. There's going to be a rope that goes from the center up to the beam that's got the hole in it. Now, project next step in the instructions is to assemble these cross members to provide horizontal support of the corner posts. This is a side of which the beam for the swing set is going to come outward, and we figure the swings can swing back and forth right here. There's also going to be the monkey bars from this particular set here. The monkey bars are going to come out here. We're going to make sure this tree does not present an obstruction with the monkey bars. So that's what we got so far. Looking forward to getting to it here already today. And here's the little construction manager. He's talking about Old MacDonald. It's his favorite song. This little guy. Hey, Bubba. What do you want to do, Liam? What do you want to listen to? E-I-O. E-I-O. You love E-I-O, huh? E-I-O. E-I-O, that's right. That is what he likes. And he wants to help with the tools, but these are heavy boxes. Hey, Bubba. Hey, don't strain yourself. Hey, Bubba. We're going to have brunch here. It's going to fuel us up to get to work, and it'll probably be a late afternoon into the evening with this project.
A bottle of water or Gatorade?
All right, here we are a few weeks after we finished. It's been extremely rainy here in South Florida, and very hot in between. So here's mostly the results. I've got to finish the monkey bars, get those assembled here, and it's already been in use quite a bit by the little guy. Here's the slide. He enjoys that a lot. The ladder. Be careful the legs don't fall through here. This is intended for, I think, ages 3 and up. Our little guy is just over a year and a half, so we're very cautious here. We also put some rope here across this section here. We didn't want him to fall, accidentally fall backwards here until he's large enough, old enough to use this rock wall here. But very happy with the quality materials, the final look of the wood, the cedar. It's nice smell. Here you go. We're gonna have to move this little pretend thing here, because this is where the monkey bars actually go. The tarp keeps some of the heat out, keeps some of the rain out. Gonna have to cut the grass out. This section here is intended to be like a sandbox. You can go ahead and get some play sand from a local builder supply store here and fill that area in with some sand, maybe line it with a landscape liner underneath. The swings, this set comes with 2 standard swings and the little hand grips. We went ahead and ordered this separately here, the little bucket swing for the little guy, since he's still small, and this is what he uses mostly. The chains are nicely covered in plastic, and of course you can adjust the chains here depending upon how high up from the ground you want it to be, all of these items here. But again, nicely constructed. Seems like the hardware is pretty solid. I'm going to go back through here and tighten down all of the bolts, make sure everything's secure. This, of course, is the main beam that supports the swings. I'm going to go ahead and torque down these bolts a little bit more. Anywhere you have connections. There are also some stakes to connect at each post. Stake it into the ground. That's going to go ahead and be done as well. So it's very secure. Also, we're going to make sure that the beam across the top is level before that happens. Might need to dig in the outer posts just a little bit. Figured there would be some settling to occur. But pretty much there you have it here. I'm going to go ahead and get the monkey bars assembled and we'll be good. The final touches here were these little hand grabs. I believe they're little plastic covers, screw covers here to conceal those. These little flags. See how long they last. You got the little steering wheel inside and the little, again, the little telescope, which we'll have to move to make way for the monkey bars. But pretty much a great set here. Very happy with this so far. All right, here we are, another day here. This is pretty much the finished playset here. Yeah, just went ahead and weed eated carefully around the base. Get all the grass that was growing around it. We did rope off this area here, as was explained in a previous segment here, to keep the little guy from coming down. He's still a little young. And here are the monkey bars. So these monkey bars are secured with this beam across the top. Big lag screws in there. Cross member, and this will be a little while before he's tall enough to make use of this. One item I think I might do here is these bars get very slippery. Is maybe get some skateboard tape and tape it across the top. I might do the same thing with the stairs as well. This little guy is able to scale these stairs with ease, so I might go ahead and do that.
There he goes.
And here comes the little guy. He is coming out to his swing set. He calls it the wow. And he is just so excited. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Liam. Come on, Bubba. All right, he wants to see where's the rest of the family. Come on, Bubba. All right, he's going to come on over here. And one thing I need to do is I verified with a level that this beam needs to be leveled. It's a little high on this side, so what I'm going to need to do is excavate a little bit beneath these legs here so it sits level. I figure they'd settle in over time. But I'll get that done, and then there are some spikes or some stakes at each of the major corners. Hey, he calls it the wow. Hey! Hey, he's happy little guy. Again, this is for ages 3 and up. This little guy is a year and 7 months. So we watch him closely and carefully here. He'll definitely grow into this set. Here he goes. He's going up. He's having a lot of fun, though. He loves this.